What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Balana, and this is my lovely girlfriend,
Carly.
And in today's video, it's the next morning after the YouTube versus TikTok fight. We were up pretty late, so that's why we're making this video now. But man, that fight was crazy.
It was pretty insane. They were all really good too. Like way better than I was ever expecting it to be.
Alright, so in this video, we are going to give our honest thoughts about the fight last night. And we're going to go through each fighter last night and give our honest opinion about it. We're also going to throw in some clips to show you guys the fight. So let's get right into the video. So the first fighters that were
on the card for
last night were Ryan Johnson and KO. I don't know his last name, but
I don't remember his last name either.
But what did you think of the fight?
So it was one that I thought was going to be like pretty stupid, to be honest, because in the press conference Kale was talking about how he hadn't even started training and they were literally like 2 weeks out.
But I feel like that was like a joke because he's like a funny guy on TikTok.
True. But it ended up like actually being a really good fight.
He came
like,
out
I was
swinging.
Impressed. Like he did very well.
He came out swinging. Did you see him doing his TikTok dance
the whole time?
Yeah.
He was dancing while he was fighting, it looked like.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But, so for those of you that don't know, Ryan Johnson actually won that fight. But it was honestly a good fight. So our next fight was Landon McBroom
Oh, yeah.
and Ben Azalert.
Yep.
For Ben, only having a couple weeks to train did very good. He came out swinging too.
Very well. I don't think so. They weren't really letting like the exhibition fights really fight after they got hit a few times. They were pretty much calling it, which is honestly what kind of happened in that, because Ben looked like he could still fight. Like he was smiling, he was upright, like he wasn't even like down.
Yeah, but I feel like they just didn't want them to get severely hurt.
Yeah.
Which
but overall,
makes sense.
that was still a really good fight. Like I was very impressed.
Alright, and then our next fight was
it was supposed to be
Tanner Fox and Ryland Storm. And for those of you who do not know what happened between that one, I guess Tanner Fox did not make weight. And I guess he was 17 pounds over instead of 10.
17, yeah.
So they claimed it not being safe, which I think was total bullshit. He just wasted his whole time, like training, going to his fight, everything. And then our next two fighters were DDG and Nate Wyatt.
That was the
most
worst
disappointing fight I have ever seen.
It was absolutely terrible. They pretty much just hugged each other the entire freaking time. Like, it was awful.
Okay, but you gotta give credits to DDG. At least he was throwing punches. Nate was just, like, lounging over him.
True. But still, DDG won, but it was still an awful fight.
It was pretty bad.
Everyone in the stands thought it was an awful fight.
They were legit booing, like, the whole entire time. And it was kind of funny because when DDG came out and was like, you know, to be honest, I was at the strip club last night. That shit was funny. At least he was being real about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so our next fight was Vinny Hacker and Deji, correct?
Yes.
So that fight,
out of all of our predictions, this was like the upset of the night.
I really wanted Deji to win, but congrats to Vinny Hacker. I feel like he was actually legit training and actually took it severely serious.
He honestly looked like he can be a fighter.
Yeah.
Like he could continue to do it even though
And when he came out, he looked like he didn't want to be there though. Like I told you that, like he looked like he didn't, but he was just severely focused.
Yeah.
And then Deji came out and said that it was his fitness that got the best of him, like his stamina and all that stuff. Like he looked
incredibly out of shape. That was like when they were rolling videos of them like training, that's the very first thing I said to you. I was like, he looks so out of shape for this.
Well, and like in you guys are gonna see some of the clips. We didn't film the whole thing, but some of the clips you will see. He like stopped the fight for himself. Like did you see he didn't even get hit? He just like gave himself a second.
He like kneeled down.
Yeah.
For I don't even know what, because I'm pretty sure a round had just ended.
It literally just ended.
He was like already seated for however long they give you.
They give you like 10 seconds, I think.
So.
It is. And then our next fight was
Taylor Holder.
Oh my god.
And a Nissan Gib.
So I was rooting for Taylor Holder. A Nissan Gib won that shit. I don't care what anybody says.
Called it a draw, which was the most bullshit thing
if you look at the punches and then you look at like how much were like landed and like how much Taylor landed, like
he had
a Nissan
more,
Gib won that
50% more every time.
So I don't know how that was a draw. I feel like they're gonna do like round 2 or like a rematch. I feel like that was their goal here to at least get one rematch.
Like what they were talking in their interview at the end, they were like trash talking and asking for another fight. So I'm assuming that's why they did it that way, but it was still really dumb.
It was really stupid. And then our main event, which was actually very, very good. I'm actually very impressed. Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall. What did you think of that one?
That was one of my favorite fights of the night, and I thought it was actually really good, but Austin looked way better than I thought he was going to out there. Like, I was very impressed with the way he fought.
Bryce was leaking.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see his nice little shiner? His eye was completely shut by, like, the end of the fight.
Yeah. He took a few pretty damn good hits to the face.
I would say, honestly, like, these fights were a lot better than most boxing I've ever seen, though. They were very entertaining.
Yeah.
The performances were at least good. Like, I don't really like the Migos, but they were pretty good, too. The Baby came out with Austin. Like, their entrances were very weird to the boxing ring. Some of them were.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say the fight was pretty good.
And I was expecting it to be more of, like, just them messing around and being a show because they were getting paid so much just to do it. But they actually all took it
very seriously.
They all took it serious.
That's going to do it for today's video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll be back with more videos.